Education is important to me because, as they say, there is now and then there is the real world, and the real world isn't as kind as this world, as sad as that can be. Our parents won't be there to take care of us, and people will start to, they'll think of us as adults because we are. And one thing about it is that you need education because it prepares us for the world. There's things like math, science, reading, English, and history, but there's also small things like when you go to your degree, you do all these things for your job, or just learning things like speech. And if you don't have these skills, then you're gonna get stuck at like a small job. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do, but it's better to be more prepared and have more of these options. And in just regular situations, it's just better to know more, because you're going to be like, oh, well, I wish I knew that.
I think for Hayden, the future holds kind of a limitless sky. Hayden has huge dreams, huge goals, and he is a very hard worker. When I met him in 8th grade, he was just such a tiny little guy in such a big class, and every day he came in very positive. When the work got hard, we had a tough love thing, and I would never let him give up. So I think for Hayden, he could be president.
My future plans for right now is, one, I am doing dual enrollment at Nichols. This is the college my mom went to, and I feel like it's a good college because it's only 30 minutes away. And it really seems like it's a nice environment. A lot of people I know are there, and I'm liking the teachers so far. So for right now, once I'm done with high school, and I go to Nichols, because with last semester I took 9 credits, and this semester I'm taking 14. So when I go to Nichols, I'll be practically a sophomore by then, and so I'll continue going to Nichols. If there's a degree that requires going to another college, I will go to that college, but for right now I think Nichols is a good college. The degree I want to do is information technologies. Now, this can change, but for right now, because I feel like there are just so many options, and I forgot who it is, but someone said that it's a miracle if someone actually says they want to do a degree and they go to college and then they actually do that degree. It's always changing, so this degree will probably change, but for right now, this is a good degree to pick because information technology has a lot of good jobs.
Well, in future years, my fondest memory of Hayden will be when we sang the integer song. In 8th grade, I tend to want to teach the kids formulas using music. We used music a lot, and I still do in 9th grade at H.L. Bourgeois. But we developed kind of a little rap song for them to remember how to add and subtract integers. And when Hayden would sing it, the whole class would sing it louder. It felt fun when Hayden was in my class because he always had kind of a good energy about him, and that's what I'll remember about Hayden.
What makes it so special is, for one example, is the songs. She was able to make learning fun. It was always engaging. Math is my favorite subject. I think one of the reasons is that you're able to work out these problems using the information you know. And so I already loved it, but I feel like with the way she did it, her teaching, and plus her positive attitude, as she is just such an amazing person, has made the class so much better. And I feel like with not just make the class being fun, but also a positive attitude will make her a teacher I will never forget.
I became an educator because, I didn't start off as an educator. I started off as an engineer. I have a degree in mathematics, so I think Hayden and I were kind of cut from the same cloth. We both like technology. We both like mathematics. Maybe that's why we connected, and I didn't even know that till just now. So I was an engineer for many, many years and decided to stay home and raise 3 boys, and Hayden actually goes to school with one of them, and Christian, yep. And stayed home for a while and then volunteered at Mulberry Elementary School with some math field trips, and Mary O'Quan was the principal at the time and asked me if I wanted to teach part-time gifted math, and I went and taught 5th and 6th grade gifted math half a year and just became addicted to it. and decided to go back to Nichols. So I went to Nichols. We went to the same college. I went to UL to start off with, but then I went to Nichols to get my certification. And you can bring in real world problems into the classroom. The kids are always asking, when am I ever going to use this? And I can tell them when you're going to use it because I've used it in the engineering field, in the IT systems analyst kind of field, and you just bring that back to kids.
I feel like she's motivated me to, for one, be a better student because, like she said, I was very positive in that class, and I feel like those songs and all, it motivated me to do better, focus more on my studies. She made me love math even more, and she also just motivated me to be a better person.